And Privyet to everyone back at the SPREES program. I'm Callie, and I want to talk to you a moment about study abroad.
My name's Rebecca. I am a sophomore here at Stetson. I am a Russian Studies and Security Studies double major. Last June, I studied abroad in Warsaw, Poland.
Hello, my name is Maria Frank. I'm a junior in the SPREES program, and I'm also a double major in history. I'm here to talk to you about my study abroad experience in Lithuania last summer.
Hi guys, my name is Nira Daz. I'm a Russian Studies and Economics senior. So everyone should study abroad, mainly St. Petersburg because that's the most amazing city.
My name's Allie Ward. I'm a sophomore. I went to Poland last summer.
Right around the time when the Ukraine crisis was starting to heat up, and I've been looking at a cooking course in Kyiv in the south of Ukraine, and that wasn't really an option anymore. So I decided to go to St. Petersburg.
I'm spending my entire last year of the degree in Warsaw, Poland. However, at the moment I'm not in Warsaw. This behind me is Lviv, Ukraine, and I am in Ukraine for what we call a border run, which is when your visa is about to expire, and so instead of extending it through a very long, painful process, you simply leave the country for a bit and then come back in with a new tourist stamp. Funny enough, this is not the first time I've had to do this, and I think that shows when you're really into SPREES, this is what happens.
So in 2015, the summer of 2015, I went to Lithuania through the school, and I taught English to a group of Lithuanian military officers. I think my experience was really special because I not only got to see the place and the environment I was in, but also the people. I spent day in and day out with not only the students in my class, but with our not ambassadors, but the people who were attached onto us to kind of take us around Lithuania. So we spent 4 days during the week teaching English to about a group of 30 students, and then we spent our weekends traveling around the country to all different parts. We went to the Baltic Sea, and then just different historical sites, places that are important in Lithuania, like the Hill of Crosses or a KGB museum.
One of the coolest experiences that I had while I was there was when we visited Krakow in southeastern Poland, and I went to a security conference.
Okay, so I not only studied in St. Petersburg, so St. Petersburg was a semester long, but I know some of you guys are other majors and you guys don't have enough time, but there are also summer programs. I did a summer program, it was CLS, Critical Language Scholarship, and it was just an amazing opportunity. I went in the summer to Nizhny Novgorod, and I just really enjoyed it. I was put with a host family.
So, in the SPREES program, we have these three main areas of study: Russia, Eastern Europe, and Eurasia. And I knew ever since we changed the name to include these three locations, I had to hit the trifecta, really. So I've been to Moscow and studied for a semester. I went to Kyrgyzstan for 2 summers. Now I am in Warsaw, Poland for almost a year.
We had unlimited access to the Hermitage, which is now by far the most beautiful and amazing museum building architectural wonder I've ever been to. Is the former palace of the Tsar that got converted into a massive museum that has 3 million pieces in their collection, and they're only able to display 1 million at a time in the palace, and they have so many Roman statues they didn't know what to do with them, so they just put them on the roof.
No, I really do think it's important for everybody to study abroad because you get so much more out of it than you think you do when you leave. I came back from Poland and I was like, oh, that was cool. I learned so much. And now 6 months later, a year later, I'm learning that I have flashbacks every day to the things I learned studying under Dr. Ritchie, under all of those Polish diplomats, especially, in my upper level classes. I find that I have different perspectives that I can offer that most people can't because they've never been to that country or if they never talk to those people who have been through World War II or through, the Soviet era, and it just gives you a new perspective that you need to really round out your studies at Stetson. I think everybody needs that.
So, if you guys want to do study abroad, great, but I would also highly encourage you guys to do host families, just because you meet with people, you live with them, and you get some great interpersonal communications and nonverbal. There are so many times when me and my grandmother could have avoided several things, but it was just great trying to figure out what the other person wanted.
So I really recommend studying abroad. Definitely go over anytime you can. It's a great experience, and you don't even have to go to a Russian-speaking country. I mean, this summer I am taking a trip for 5 weeks to Germany, and then for another 4.5 weeks to England, Ireland, and Scotland. Just get out there, travel as much as you can, see as much of the world as you can. But while you're there, take the time to embrace that culture.
I just feel like I'm a lot more cultured now after a 6-week intensive in the arts and art history. And I have some amazing stories that I'm going to keep forever. So it was absolutely worth my time. I definitely recommend it to everyone. If you have the opportunity to do it, definitely take it.